Alright, so I think we're looking okay. We're about to go into the office. It's currently 7:01 right now, and today is day 126. Anyways, I ended up getting a vanilla milkshake from Chick-fil-A, as you would guess. And I have a drink here. It's a Stanley filled with ice and Diet Coke. Don't judge me. Diet Coke is the best, and usually I would get a drink from Chick-fil-A, but I thought, why not have a Stanley? Because it's probably going to be colder, it's not going to be watered down, and I can take it into ops versus like a Chick-fil-A drink. It's just too trashy. So yeah, and then I also have a chicken biscuit, because why not? I'm hungry in the morning for breakfast, why not? And I got the journal and the laptop, and my plan is, I also got my AirPods. My plan is I'm going to turn this off, and then I'm probably going to take the, actually, I might reverse and park closer, and then I'm going to take my, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I'll probably take my Stanley and my laptop in first, and then because it's definitely a 2-trip deal, and then I'll come back out, grab the notebook, the food, and the vanilla milkshake. But my plan for today is, I think we have 3 total sedations, maybe even 2. And one of them is the person, or is the guy that's staying with us in our house right now. Now, secondly, last night I was watching a video. I searched up organic, or like TikTok organic marketing, or something like that. And I searched all the videos, and I was like, bro, these are all videos that are trying to sell me on something. And so I went to filters, and I filtered it to the last month. And I've started to see these little channels pop up, which I usually do the filter to a month type of an idea to try to see if something will work out, and it never does. But until today, or at least last night, and I found this account. He made like a 45-minute video, only had like 10,000 views. But he laid down some pretty cool little things. He showcased how AI can work, like AI videos like Kling 3.0 can work. It's just you kind of want to make the character not speak and then just put text above it. Also, he was using channels like Instagram and Reddit and YouTube, and I haven't even tapped into any of those. I realized I probably could get, a lot more downloads tapping into those, but I think focusing on TikTok's probably more beneficial for me as a beginner. So yeah, I'm actually gonna back up as we speak and continue to talk, because it's 7:03 right now. I probably should better get in there. But anyways, so yeah, I watched that video last night, and it gave me a little bit of an insight to things. And I probably want to watch it again, because I don't really remember it. But regardless, it made me want to take action a little bit more. I have a whole bunch of drafts ready to post today. And I plan on posting those drafts, at the certain times around like 12 or 1 during lunch, I guess. And then 1 at 5 p.m., so right after I get out of work, and then 1 around 8 p.m. And I plan on also taking my final college quiz as far as marketing goes today. It's not due till Wednesday, but it's a Tuesday, and I have work today, so I feel like I might as well pair those two together. But considering I don't have work on Wednesday, I think it'll probably be something I'll do later. It doesn't close up until like 2 a.m. on a Wednesday, so me doing it overnight or late at night, it shouldn't be a problem. I did actually find that, I always had the other phone, but I got the other phone out, and I finally put it to use today, and I created as many accounts as I could on one phone. For TikTok, I have 8, and in order to have more, you need to log out of the ones that you already have and log into new ones. And obviously I don't want to have to log in and log out of accounts. I just want to have all the accounts I can use on one phone. So I literally logged out of my my main account, because I don't really use it, and I don't know if I want to use it, to be honest. And I mean, I could log back in. It's super easy. So I just put it out, and I have 8 completely organic marketing dedicated accounts. And then I was like, okay, well, if I can only create 8 on one device, like let me just use another device. And so instead, I just went to my settings on a separate phone and disconnected it from my dad's Apple ID so that I could kind of like use it as my own phone from now on. And in the process, I was like, oh, dang it, in order to be able to create Gmails or even TikTok accounts, I need to be signed into a TikTok or Apple ID. So I signed into my own, took like 10 seconds. And I was like, all right, great. So I made like 2 or 3 accounts that are all organic. And I still have room for another 4 or 5 accounts. Currently, we're only using about 5 or maybe 6 organic accounts, but now we're about to add like 6 more, and we can have a total of about 15 or 16. So that's cool. But that also means that on my other account or my other phone, the one that I use to cheat on tests is now signed into my Apple ID, and my computer uses the same Apple ID that the phone does. So that might be a bad connection, because if I'm trying to use ChatGPT signed into my Apple ID and I'm on my laptop trying to take the test, they might sense each other. So I'm probably, when I take that test today, gonna have to delete the phone from my Apple ID and give my hotspot from this phone to that phone to just make sure that the last final test, it's like an hour long, 50 questions, does not get flagged for whatever reason. If they end up saying like, oh, you're on some sort of Wi-Fi, we could sense it, I obviously need to use the phone that I'm using. So I'll do whatever 360 room scan I need to, and I'll make sure that everything's charged, so there's no cords hanging down. And I guess the difference that I'll make is, I guess, I could swipe down and just turn off cellular and turn on like the regular Wi-Fi, so that I'm not going off a hotspot and instead I'm off regular Wi-Fi, because I think that might help if they end up flagging me for whatever reason. So yeah, but I'm just gonna take my time with it, enjoy it, come out of the shower with the hoodie and just take it, honestly, instead of preparing for it in the middle of the day, because I think that's probably when most proctors are live and will probably point you out. I think if it's like during the night, when I'm assuming HonorLock is based in the US, and so I wouldn't imagine that if you're taking the test at 4 a.m. that you're going to have many proctors reviewing your live camera. So, anyways, I probably should have better get in there. But, yeah, we have videos made. Plan on taking that test today. Want to make some more videos. Have extra accounts made for separate purposes on a separate phone. And probably going to be just putting my AirPod in, listening to music, drinking and eating my food, and doing a little bit of homework today, and maybe a little bit of manifestation journaling. And yeah, so peace out. All right. So, I have my phone like basically connected to the side of my laptop, and so it's kind of like upside down in a way for me. The camera's right there, and the home button's right here, so it's like on the left side, which I usually have it like that. So hopefully this video is not upside down, but I don't believe it will be. Anyways, so to give an update, I think the last video I don't even know if I took a video this morning, but the last video that I took, if I did take a video this morning, was well, hey, like, this is day 126, and this is the second clip of the day. Work just passed. I posted all my videos at noon that I needed to post, and they're currently kind of doing their thing. And in the process of, figuring out other viral trends and scrolling on TikTok to try to find, pieces of content for inspiration, I saw follow after follow and comment after comment pop up on every one of these accounts that I would go to. And I was curious, I was interested. I was like, what the heck, And so I realized that, like, oh yeah, like when I was like closing my eyes like really tight and trying not to look at the notifications down there, that like there was like 3 or 4 things popping up, right? Like I had got favorited, liked, shared, whatever, or reposted, and it was just like in this little bubble. And I was like, okay, well that's a good sign, first of all. But as I started to look more and more, there was a comment that started to pop. I didn't look at anything, but there was a comment on my For You page that popped down and said, like, what's the app called? And I feel like, dude, I need to answer these comments. And what's the only, like, I can't answer these comments without knowing how many comments or likes are on the video. And so I was in a tough position, but I was like, what am I going to do? Just make my account look like a fake bot account and not respond to anybody and not like, and sacrifice the opportunity and the chance to have, somebody download the app. So I plugged the app. I went in there and I said, the app's called Calorie Simple. And in the process, I saw that video get like, I was swiping down because the first video that I posted wasn't the video that got the comment. And I swiped down and down until I found the video out of the the 3 that I posted yesterday that got the comment I was looking for. And bro, not only on 1 but 2 accounts have I hit a video with over 3,000 views on it, like from yesterday. And one of the videos was from, and I haven't even looked at any of the other videos on any of the other accounts, but I'm pretty positive about them. But one of the videos is just a random video that I created myself, and I think I got like the most amount of views that I've seen so far out of any video that I posted. And it was just like 5 ways to gain muscle quick. It was just like super simple, not trying to copy anything, 5 slides, and just a sad ending and a sad sound, and it hit. And it's not viral to my knowledge, but I mean, it's like a few thousand views, most I've ever seen. And I had like 8 or 10 comments on that one video, so I was pretty proud of myself. And the photos I was using there were perfect. They were talking about the shake, they were talking about the goat, horny goat weed, the vitamin slide, and they were talking about the app, and they were talking about obviously the last slide being sad, but like those slides are so like, they're just so good, easy bait. Because I mean, they just get people to comment, but like, so far from what I'm seeing, it's looking good. And the fact that I'm getting people to ask what's that app called, the fact that I'm getting people to like really analyze each slide for what they are. Somebody said I went 10 for 10 on that one slideshow. Like, it's doing really well. It's working really well for me. And I think that after yesterday, I definitely got quite a few downloads. I haven't checked on my admin dashboard in the app, and I haven't checked on the dashboard here on Apple Store Connect either. But I guarantee you there's quite a few people that got pushed to the app because of that video. And I guarantee there will be more. And ever since I saw those 2 videos that did pretty well, I've kind of just been like trying not to look at them, to be honest, and just like manifesting and just not doing anything, because I know that they're performing well. But then the kind of thought is in my mind a little bit of like, oh, well, like, what if this was the only video that ended up performing well? And it's like, well, I still see a lot of notifications here, and like I'm still seeing followers and comments pop up on my For You page when I'm scrolling. And I think that these videos are going to get a good 700-800 views regardless of whether or not they go viral. So just that in and of itself, I'm getting comments on every single video I post is good for my app, and it pushes people there as well. Now, today was the first day. I didn't do it yesterday, but today was the first day that I started posting on the other 2 accounts that have like little informational slideshows. And those slideshows are harder to create because I tend to want to put text and hide the text so that the TikTok has more metadata to serve it to the right person. But I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest. And I think that I've posted enough videos by now where it's like, they understand who my audience is, kind of. Also, like, I have 6 drafts or 7 drafts on both of those accounts. And the thought of like just putting 3 of them out there today kind of hurts my heart a little bit, because it took me however long to try to make those individually. And I woke up at 6 in the morning and I'm tired right now from work. And now I'm thinking about making more slides, but regardless, I got home. It's only 3 o'clock. I plan on taking that test later tonight, getting that done. And, I got a charged MacBook. I'm charging my phone. About to do some more draft work on my phone. Here in about 2 hours, I'm going to post the next batch of drafts and plant some comments probably, because I haven't done that very routinely. And then I have my TV running. Well, it's not running yet, but today's Tuesday, so technically Impulsive should be posting their episode today. But I currently see on my recommended an Elk Boys video talking about Drake's new album and some Joe Rogan thing. and it's like an hour-long podcast, and so I was like, why not just have it playing in the background? Also, as well, so we went to a Mexican place for lunch. It was like a gas station. Tasted really good, by the way. I didn't think I would like it, but I just ate it and it tasted really good. But I figured out that Lucy, the front office lady, one of the front office ladies, she has a husband that's kind of into software in a way. He said that he's been a software developer for a couple of years now. Not like software as in like an Apple developer for a couple of years now. And I'm guessing he knows how to code, but like, I mean, she showed me the app that he made, and it was like a calendar app with like 2 5-star reviews. And, you know, it was basic. And I don't think it's doing super well for any reason right now, but obviously if he's been an Apple developer for a couple of years, he's got something going on with it. But he's talking about how his brother's a graphic designer and how he's kind of doing this on the side, and that they want to make something work out together. And obviously she, being the wife or the fiance or the girlfriend, has no idea what it is that he's really doing. He's kind of just like in support of it and knows he's kind of doing it. And my dad apparently had been telling people why I'm not at work so often anymore, and it's because I'm building an app. And Rachel had talked to Lucy and figured out that her husband kind of does it, and Rachel was just like, hey, Lucy's husband does this. It'd be cool if you talk to him because I know that you've been doing this, or just something along the lines of it. And so I was like, okay, well, my dad just talked to Rachel. That's not the best. But I am curious just to see what Lucy's husband does and how involved in it he is. So I just looked up the most recent app that, or maybe not the most recent, but an app that he made, and it only had 2 reviews. So don't know if I have much interest in it. Also, on all the Instagram and TikTok videos that the practice posts, Lucy's in charge of it, and I see Hernando Gonzalez on every single TikTok as a comment, like basically supporting her, which is cool. But like, he's that guy, like on the Apple developer app name, like it literally says something Gonzalez, like it's an individual, just like mine is Justin McKinley, but still, like, I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, I'm assuming that they'd be in a pretty good place if he knew how to make it all work out really well, but I think he's just a little bit inexperienced in the marketing online world, and just a little bit older. But it's cool that he's got it going, and the Cloud Code and stuff like that are happening more and more today. So anyways, also I have like 20 days until the final semester of high school ends, and I currently technically have a class and a half left. So that's not ideal. But I'm just trying to run through it by using my credits for ChatGPT for my AI subscription thing I got going on. So I literally just press quiz like I did right now. I press start the test. I'll go here in the chat that I have right next to it, and I'll just paste finish this practice session, and then I press enter. The agent will read it. The agent will take over the computer screen and start working. So that's great. But yeah, I did want to give you guys that update. So since then, I posted my videos for noon. I plan on staying in my room and making drafts and completing homework, listening to this podcast. There was a few images that I saw on TikTok that I wanted to take advantage of by putting them in Nano Banana Pro and taking the text off of them. So I'm also going to do that. And I don't know if I'll have a whole bunch of time today, considering I'm already tired. I have a test to take, homework to do, and it's 3 o'clock. So I don't know how much I'll get done as far as like testing new concepts and creating more accounts. But I'm going to post the videos I need to, make more drafts, and do the necessary stuff first, right? The tests, the drafts, the schoolwork. And then new concepts, new accounts, the learning, that can all kind of come tomorrow when I don't have work. So yeah, I just want to give you guys an update. Peace out. All right, my hair is probably a lot whiter than the last clip. I don't know if you can tell, but I used that purple shampoo tonight. Anyways, today being day 126, man, this marks a point in time when I started this, I was, you know, well, actually, when I started the whole posting in this journey, it was not that far into it. But when I started like getting back into e-commerce in a regard, it was November. And I mean, if you do the math, like August, September, October, November, like there was not many months before November that I was doing school. And not that I've finished high school yet, I still have like 3 weeks. But I just took my last college quiz of this semester until, you know, the next opportunity next year to take any college classes. And I've taken 3 so far, total of 8 credits. And I mean, what, dude, you're trying to take 13 credits a semester, for, 2 semesters each, to graduate a single year of college. So in a way, I'm a little ahead, but I'm not even like halfway to a year ahead. But regardless, my GPA right now is super high in the ISU. I don't even know what I got on radiology, but I think I got an average of about 94% on all 3 of those classes. So if those count as AP classes, like those are A's, which is a really high GPA is an AP class in what seems to be college already. I'd be assuming that colleges would look at that as a plus, like a really good plus, and that I would be a good fit for them. I think at that point, the only beneficial thing that I could say in my resume or my transcript is just that like I'm very social, which I'm not. But anyways, regardless of college and school, I just wanted to get that over with because every Sunday for a while now, I've been, taking these tests and doing this and doing that, and it's all led up to today when I took the last quiz, 50 questions, an hour long, and it's like literally 12:30, and I didn't get a single person to interrupt the quiz. Got a 45 out of 50. I honestly thought I was going to get less. They didn't show me the answers for the quiz, and there's a few that I actually wanted to look back on, but it's whatever. Didn't learn a single thing from that whole class, I'm not even gonna lie. But it's for free, so we're chilling, and we got a high GPA and 8 credits, so cool. But anyways, today, well, not today anymore, but I had work, right? And as you guys know, I was at work from 6 a.m. to about 3 p.m. And I had 3 sedations. 2 in the morning were really big, and the 1 in the afternoon was kind of small. And during that time, I did a little bit of homework. I did a little bit of journaling and manifestation that way. I listened to some music, and I made some TikTok drafts and posts. On all 5, 6, 8 accounts today, I posted all my videos. So if you do the math, I think that's like 8 times 3 equals 28 or something like that. 8, 16, 24 probably, I think. 24 videos today. And I mean, every now and again, I'm like, for some reason, without even trying to subtly glance over really quick at the views, and on some of my accounts, I'm averaging 5,000 views of video right now, which is crazy. Because not even 2 days ago, I was averaging 500 views a video. So I think that, first of all, posting 3 times a day instead of 5 times a day is definitely beneficial. In different regards, if your whole goal is to go viral, again and again and again, maybe 5-10 videos a day is what you should be doing. But in terms of getting the most out of every post, just make as many accounts as you can and post 3 videos a day on all those accounts, straight up. It's way better in my opinion than posting 28 videos across 3 accounts. So, because they all have the same potential, if not more, across separate accounts. Anyways, I signed out of my Apple ID on that phone over there, so I got to sign back into it. But I'm going to make more accounts on Gmail for that account. I already have 2 on TikTok that I just kind of need to warm up, change the profile picture and the names, and a little bit of scrolling, and then I'll just input the images that I use on my camera roll for drafts in there. And then I actually ended up having a few photos that I wanted to turn into my character on Nano Banana Pro, and I had photos that I've already made on Nano Banana Pro that I want to take off and put in my phone. And it's kind of frustrating because sometimes I have like photos mixed in with other photos. So it's kind of like all messy. Because I have like, oh, there's a photo I need to scroll all the way up here to get to. There's this photo right here I need to get to. And so I think, honestly, now that I think about it, I might start from the top and duplicate every slide that I'll use and delete all the slides that I don't use so that all the slides that I'm using will be grouped together at the bottom. But yeah, I need to get those ones off Nano Banana Pro. Also, I was looking at myself thinking, like, on the Vincent Cow's account, reached out to a handful of people that are using the concept and the method that I am in order to get app downloads and viewers. And I reached out to all of them and I asked them for insights and tips to make it work. And one of the guys that for sure owns at least 2 or 3 of those accounts that I texted saw my message on one of the accounts and it just says seen. There's no text back. There's none of that. And so, like, it just lost cause at that point. But what I realized was like, okay, well, this guy doesn't want to help me. He doesn't want to give me the time of day for that. But also, I believe that I'm here for way more than just what this concept is. Like, I'm in it for the game. I'm not in it just to make these little stupid slideshows that are 5 slides long with like a total of 25 words. I'm here to like engineer literal like AI Kling 3.0 videos that I just haven't gotten to yet in order to make this work out for myself, So, and throughout the next while, at least until the 18th of May, because that's when my subscription returns for my extra credits, but I still have like 35% left. Regardless, though, I need to use a little bit more of my credits before then, which I think I'll do, but I just need to make more Nano Banana Pro pictures, have more of a variety of images to use to go viral with. And then as well, I want to make videos. Like, I need to scroll on TikTok on my accounts, on my burner accounts, probably more specifically, long enough to find videos that are working for other people and maybe other niches, so I can kind of bring that same idea to my app. And most of the videos that I end up seeing that I was like, oh yeah, I should recreate that, are videos of women doing little like, like, this is crazy with the little text on screen, and then they show the product for what it is. And those videos do end up going viral, don't get me wrong, like, they work. But like, my audience is not necessarily women, first of all. Like, the app is really masculine and like advanced, and women aren't all about that. And I have a light themed version, which I think I'd probably just optimize for women specifically. Like, I should probably take product images, now that I think about it, of the white theme to use for women accounts, and then just get women to like download the app, and when they press I'm a female, the theme changes automatically inside of the app, so it's not like what they thought it was. And also, I think I need to update my images inside of my app store, like storefront, because they're kind of boring and there's only a few of them. And I feel like, now that I have a couple themes, and if I want to, get women as well as men involved in the app, I should probably, have like a screen that shows that like the theme of the app can be both white and black. Because the white theme is definitely more optimized for women. The color themes, the simplicity, just really everything about it, honestly. So, but yeah, I can't get all that done tonight. It's, literally 12 o'clock. So, but anyways, don't have work tomorrow, so I'm going to wake up probably around like, I don't even know, depends on what time I get to bed, but hopefully like 10 a.m. And I don't need to post a video until 12, but I want to make as many drafts as I can tomorrow. I feel like it's kind of a catch-up day. Not that I need to catch up. I have like 5 drafts on every single TikTok account that I feel pretty positive about. But I would like to have, 10, 15 on every one, so I don't have to worry about things for a good like week. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good feeling. It feels like I really have a system, when it's like day to day and I'm relying on like what I post every day, like, it's kind of hard versus, me just thugging it out and switching it up. I don't even know what I just said. I lost my train of thought. Anyways. Yeah, tomorrow's a Tuesday. And I actually took a nap when I got back. Believe it or not. So, I'm not super tired and I'm not fully ready to go to bed, but I also am a little bit tired still because regardless of how much sleep I got in that nap, I still woke up at 6 a.m. and I had a full day's worth of work. So, yeah. But I see myself honestly in the position that I'm in right now, working on manifestation. You know, probably getting out my journal or writing a piece of text into ChatGPT or just talking to myself about how, like, currently I have all these accounts and they're all getting, you know, thousands of views on every video right now. And I'm just consistently uploading more and more and more. And these thousands of views with my amazing conversion strategy are converting more and more users more and more efficiently. And I'm getting more and more downloads, and I guarantee that I have, you know, a few in-app purchases that I just haven't seen yet on my account, and I'm manifesting that I have a whole bunch of reviews. I'm manifesting that I, you know, have a whole bunch of new monthly members and a whole bunch of new subscriptions, and I swear the next time I check the admin dashboard, I better have a good reason for it. And I better have 1,000 app downloads. Not even gonna lie. It's almost kind of crazy to me that, like, I know that I have the potential to make a video that gets, you know, millions of views and promotes the app in like a decent way. And from that video on that very day and on that spot, I could make like just out of nowhere like 50 grand, you know. I know that there's this one guy that made this app. I forgot what it's called, but he it was a group of guys, 2 guys I think it was, and they talked about how they only have like 6 influencers on the team, but they're making like millions and millions of views every month. But he was saying that he posted videos and one of them got like 40 million views, and the trial conversion was supposed to come out to like 360K from that one video, but it ended up only being about 25K because their trial and their whole thing wasn't optimized properly. So if you do the math on that, 25K out of 350, that's like in the like single digit percentages for like free trials, which is pretty bad. I think like really good apps as far as free trials go have like, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40% conversion rates. So one of the things that they did, which I should probably look into, was they offered an extension of their free trial to in exchange to not cancel it when they were trying to. And I think that's not a bad idea, but at the same time, like my trial is only 3 days long, not 7, and there's a 7, so I can understand why, you know, they would, like, people would be willing to wait that many days until canceling it versus mine. Like, usually people, when they cancel like the day of. So, but anyways, yeah, I gotta do homework because I'm low-key like behind. And at the same time, manifestation, man, that's the key to everything. And I just gotta make sure that I'm not behind as far as my work goes. As far as my work goes, though, all it really is making drafts and making more accounts to put more drafts on, operating those accounts, using Animator Pro to make better videos and drafts, and then also scrolling on TikTok to try to find viral formats or concepts that I can recreate with Kling 3.0 to go viral. I just don't know yet. Also, one of the things I need to think about more so recently is, what is my app like? What's the problem my app is fixing? What's the gap that my app is filling, right? Because if I don't have that, how am I supposed to convince people to download it? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if I'm just saying I'm another calorie tracking app, the only thing they would, like, the only reason they would have the idea to download my app is because, like, it looks cool, you know, or maybe it tracks more metrics that other apps traditionally don't track. But I need something like, whoa, you know, I need something like almost a little bit unbelievable, something that people like can't resist but to have, you know what I'm saying? And in a way, metrics are that. But anyways, yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. This was day 126. Completed college for the year, probably not for the year, but for this semester until after summer, for the next few months at least. And making a whole bunch of good videos, probably making a lot of money right now as well. Don't know it yet though, because I'm not looking at my dashboards. And I'm just focused on good vibes, good positivity, being consistent with what I'm already doing and putting out, you know, more results, putting up more shots. And yeah, see y'all tomorrow.